From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Will Smith, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Sinker. Middle inside. Sinker. Middle inside.
The 1-0. Bounce to the left side. Barger. Tosses across to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's Ohtani. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot.
Splitter. Low middle.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before.
Low middle.
Just getting started here in Toronto. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
High inside.
Upstairs.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
The 2-1.
Sinker. Low middle.
Got him swinging. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Freeman with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Two down, nobody on. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
The 0-2. Had a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. The 2025 World Series MVP getting to start in this one, Singy.
Yeah, Yoshinobu Yamamoto was terrific for the Dodgers in 2025 and saved his best work for last. He is an absolute nightmare for hitters, Boog, and only seems to be getting better.
Here's George Springer.
This afternoon, right fielder, number 4, George.
Springer working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball's a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
The 0-2. Hard liner. And there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. This one in the air, center field. Pajes has a beat on it. Brings it in. And there's two away.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Max Muncy.
Four-seam fastball.
Muncy matched a homer in his last game. Out towards right center field. Springer moving under it. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
Slider. Middle inside.
Gausman, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012.
Sinker. Low outside.
Oh! Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
1-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Here's a 1-2. Stays alive.
Four-seam
Second
fastball.
inning here, no
High
score.
inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And they'll do it again.
Splitter. Low outside. Splitter. Low outside.
Ground ball right side. Clement fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Mookie now. Betts with another scorching run of play lately.
Low middle.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Ball, low.
Four-seam fastball. Low Low outside.
Two down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt
Four-seam fastball.
popping. Looking
High
forward to hearing a
outside.
lot of that one in this one.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And a 1-2. Now
No,
one miss.
that's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 2-2 on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Slider. Low inside.
Two now.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez under it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Rogers Center. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it. Yamamoto sends him packing.
Batting six, designated hitter. Davis.
And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. 2 for 7 in the series so far. This one in the air. And there's 2 down.
Batting seven, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Digging in, Jesus Sanchez. That's towards center. Pajes settles under it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Just missed.
Splitter. Low outside.
The 1-1. Foul ball there.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
1-2 here.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Middle inside.
Homered in the ball
Four-seam
game
fastball.
yesterday afternoon.
Middle inside.
And that's
the ball.
off the inside edge. Ball one.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Out to short. Over to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Right fielder,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it.
Four-seam
No
fastball.
runs allowed yet.
Low
I think he'll
outside.
probably keep this approach.
Kike Hernandez, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Splitter. Low middle.
That
Right,
one's
whoa.
in there. And the count
Four-seam
1-1.
High middle. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Two down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike.
Splitter. Low middle. Splitter. Low middle.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly matches the pup's fur color. I love that name.
That's in there as he blocks it and keeps it in front of him. So a man on base to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And the 1-0. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's 1 and 2.
They're out.
In time to first for the double play. Base is empty after the double play, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. That one drilled left field. Carrying well. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. George Springer takes him deep. Third home run of the season. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out towards right center field. Hernandez on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now 1-0. 3 innings in the book on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Now into the ball game on defense, Leo Jimenez. He'll play second.
Number 49, Leo.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Will Smith to the plate. Grounded out his first time up.
Low inside.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swings through that.
Low outside. Slider. Low outside. Sinker. Low inside.
Pitch in the dirt. And that's ball 2.
Sinker. Low inside. Sinker. Low inside.
Almost got him.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Slider. Low middle. Slider. Low middle.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Ball 2.
The Dodgers yet to pick up a hit here. Liner, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Fastball. Middle outside.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Quick move to first. Ohtani back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Swings through that one.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Max Muncy at the dish. Slide to right his first time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there.
He's in there.
Safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for LA. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Down the line, it's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. That's in there. Strike 1. Kirk gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pitch kicks away. And the runner holds. Here's a 1-1. And that is out of play. Just misses with that one. And a swing and a miss. 1 gone here.
Well, the last place you want to miss with a splitter is near the top of the zone like that, because it pretty much doesn't do anything, stays flat. But hey, it worked that time. He got away with it. But sometimes the complete opposite of what you're expecting or what you're looking for can be effective, even if it's not a quality pitch like that one right there.
1 out man at first. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Barger not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Man at first, 1 away. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, try to get into scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. Down in order go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Four-seam fastball, low middle. Four-seam fastball, low middle.
Pass. Batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Splitter, low outside. Four-seam fastball, high outside.
He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now it's Mookie Betts. First time up was a pop out.
Fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Betts, a multi-gold glove award winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Up.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
Swing and a miss, struck him out on a splitter.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing, because he's coming right after these guys.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Betts leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Oh, 2 now. Out towards right center field. Springer on his way over. And that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Snyder.
Schneider swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike two.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swing and a ground ball over to Edman. And that's a double play. Wow.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6 hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Base is empty after the double play. Leo Jimenez getting ready to hit. In the air to left center. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Dodgers nothing. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Enrique Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hernandez.
Slider. Low outside.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Fastball. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Hernandez wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges.
High middle.
Strike two.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Barshow on the move. Can't reach this one. It gets down. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Outside.
Swings and misses. That's strike one.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Man at second. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That
That's
just
out the corner.
misses. 1-2 to count.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Just
Ball
off
inside.
the inside edge.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
So now with one away and a man at second. And up next for Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Sinker. Low outside. Sinker. Low outside.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Tying run at second base. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Splitter. Low inside. Splitter. Low inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned. And just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-1.
Nope, that's low.
Sinker. Low outside.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. That one fouled off. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. That's a little bit low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
1-2 now. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Right fielder.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And the batter is George Springer. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one. Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and that's an out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Freeman. Inning over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, the final chapter of this series is being written. Only fitting we have a close one.
Yeah, Boog, when you're trying to win a series, every moment feels amplified. Now it's about focus, composure, and finishing strong.
Four-seam fastball, high inside.
Muncy leading things off and takes a strike.
So I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
And a big swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Pass in the box again. Takes a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And
Nope,
ball
that's off the
one.
plate.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Here's Mookie now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Four-seam fastball, high inside.
2 down, nobody on. Clips the corner. That's strike 2.
Four-seam fastball, high inside. Four-seam fastball, high inside.
In the air, right side. Springer on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, no appeal, and it's 1-0. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Scott also getting ready. The 1-0. And there's a ball.
Ball 2.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And that one hammered.
No, that's foul. That's foul.
2-2 now. Way inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Yoshinobu Yamamoto done for the day, And he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Brock Stewart
number
into the
41,
game.
Brock
He's been so
Stewart.
good against lefties. Dalton Varsho now at the plate. He was late there. Strike one. Kirk gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
And now Addison Barger calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Davis Schneider the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
All loaded up here at the bottom of the seventh. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Struck him out looking. Huge strikeout there.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Sanchez in the box now. Takes strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Up and in, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice running catch. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Well, these players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
That is the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. We look ahead to inning number 8. Blue Jays 2 and the Dodgers nothing. The game of the week living up to its name. Back after this. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Tommy Edman.
Slider. Middle inside.
Edman
No.
up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Pitch is in there. That is strike two.
Low inside.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez digs in now.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Yeah.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
What a stop. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder TK Hernandez.
Two down, bases empty. And next for LA, Kike Hernandez.
Splitter. Low middle. Splitter. Low middle.
Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the third out of the inning. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jack Dreyer. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. This one in the air, center field. Pajes drifts towards it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. He's already homered in this game. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Hit him. First
Up
base.
next for the Blue Jays, first baseman.
Runner on at first with one gone. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
For the Blue Jays, catcher.
First and second, one out. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That
That's
one
the ball.
almost got him. The Blue Jays trying to break this one open here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
No,
Good spot
that's
for
a
the
ball.
hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a foul out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one ran inside, almost got him. That's a base hit. Here comes Springer around third. He'll score easily. It's 3-zip.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Dalton Varsho now at the plate.
Ball.
That one outside, and that's ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
2 on, 1 out. In the air to left center. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Addison.
Here's the third
Barger.
baseman, Addison Barger. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Well, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That one in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Stays alive. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Up the middle. Oh, nice play. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Below middle.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Hoffman, a former
Four-seam
All-Star.
fastball.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a sinker.
Slider. Low inside.
Inside. 2 balls, 2
Four-seam
strikes.
fastball. High outside.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Just one out remaining for the Dodgers.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
First one to Freeman is in for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
High inside.
Here's a 1-1.
No, that's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.